Our viewers will have seen the dispute in the last few days between the Telegraph journalist Alison Pearson and Essex Police about a tweet. Now, we are not going to resolve that argument here, but it has put a focus on what are called non-crime hate incidents. Now, in normal plain speak, that's an abusive act that doesn't necessarily meet a threshold for prosecution. But your party brought in the concept of recording these incidents. Was that a mistake?
Well, one of the things I did in government just recently was actually significantly tighten the thresholds for these non-crime hate incidents because I was very concerned about them. And I'm rather concerned to see that Yvette Cooper, the new Home Secretary, is now looking at undoing the changes that I made as Police Minister just a few months ago.
Was it a mistake to bring in this concept at all? If, as you say, you wanted more crimes to be solved, why introduce a concept where the police spend time investigating and looking at things that aren't a crime?
Well, that is partly what I was referring to a minute or two ago when I said the police had been distracted. So we've
was
seen
it a
cases.
Mistake?
I think it was a mistake, yes, for the police to look at things like there's a different journalist, a different Telegraph journalist who was spoken to by the police about commenting on trans issues. We've seen 9-year-olds in schools being spoken to, and yes, that was wrong. It should not have happened. But that was a mistake. The police shouldn't have done it.
But was it a mistake to introduce this concept? It was a concept introduced and legislated for by your Conservative government. Was it a mistake to introduce this idea at all?
Yeah, so I think it needs to be significantly recalibrated. So I think the police should concentrate on investigating crimes. The only time I think it's justified to look at behaviour that falls below the criminal threshold is where there is a real and immediate danger of criminality subsequently occurring. Now, that is a very high threshold.
So what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean if someone's behaving in a way that suggests they might be about to commit a crime, I think that is something the police should pay attention to. But things like a Telegraph journalist, a different journalist, not Alison Pearson, a different one, commenting on trans issues, for example, or 9-year-olds in playgrounds, both of whom have been caught by this non-crime hate incident net, that is wrong, and the rules, I think, should be changed. Now, I started to change them a few months ago to lift those thresholds. I'm very concerned that Yvette Cooper may be planning to scrap the changes that I introduced.
But here you were